Hi, welcome back to the FastAPI and Okteto series. Um, this is going to be the last video, and in this video, I'm going to do a recap of what we covered in this beautiful series. If you've watched the video from the first to the last, I want to say thank you, and I hope you learned something from this video. If you have used Okteto 2 or would like to see what you've built and your experience with Okteto. So the main goal of this series was to educate the users, you and I, on how to use Okteto and how you can use remote development environments, how you can use preview environments, and how all of this reduce the complexity of you developing applications locally. And for the most part, we use a Docker Compose manifest for application, but at no point did we have to install any tool or use Docker to run anything or build our image locally, then render using Docker Compose. We did none of this. And the most amazing part is all of this code that we use during the application was in our IDE, but was synchronized to our development environment, giving us a what you see is what you get development interface, which is amazing if you ask me. So in the first part of the video, we talked about remote development environments, what we do here at Okteto, the products we have and the toolings, and why you should try it. Then we started by scaffolding a basic application. We just like explained that, okay, yes, this is how you use FastAPI, this is how you use remote development environments, here's how you make a deployment, and here's how you start your dev environment. And now in the second video, we went deep into the FastAPI application build process. And all of this we're building using the PyCharm editor. And at that point, we're using our development environments powered by Okteto. And so when we make changes to our code, it is reflected in our cluster. When you deploy your application to Okteto, Okteto automatically gives you an endpoint so you can view your application. Why is this very useful? Now, in development mode, you're building. I know it works locally. We all have these events that we say, oh yes, it works on my laptop, it works on my machine, and then someone else cannot see the same changes you are seeing. So in order to eliminate, the risk of all these collisions and errors, use a remote development environment, because this development environment is a mock production environment. So whatever changes you see in dev is going to be the same thing you see in production. And in the third video, we connected the database, because in the second video, we're using a temporary database for application. But what happens when you restart your application? It crashes. So you're in development mode, but you don't want to make use of maybe a database on your system, on your machine. You don't want to have to install Mongo. You don't want to have to build the images or connect and start using different ports. It's exhausting. So yes, what you can also add another service again, and in development mode, Okteto supports both MySQL, Postgres, MongoDB, CockroachDB, and a whole lot of other databases, even MariaDB. So yes, we connected a MongoDB application, MongoDB database to our application. All of this was done again in remote development environment. We saw the changes as we deployed. We were able to see, the status set, which is MongoDB database deployed with the volume, accompanied volume, and then we tested and it worked. When we started our server, it worked. Now, one amazing part of remote development environments that Okteto provide that I like to reiterate most time is automatic synchronization, and the fact that it gives you a persistent volume. That is, you don't have to redeploy at each point. The changes are going to be saved once you deactivate your container, and when you wake your container, you activate it. The same thing, the same progress you left is where you continue. And so now in the last video where we talked about preview environments, we talked about what preview environments are. We said they're isolated environments that are built most times during pull requests. Why do you need a preview environment was stated in the video. We said, in an event where you're building a feature and you want to share with the whole team and maybe beta testers or something, you can use preview environments, and it's updated automatically as you update a pull request. Now this saves you the stress of having to push to CI/CD or push to a build server. Whenever you make code and you have a pull request, you have 100 commits. Do you have to build 100 times? No, you don't. But the fact that you use Okteto's preview environment saves you the cost of having to build and redeploy your application every time. So if you watch all the series so far and you haven't subscribed, you should click on the subscribe button, like this video, check out the other videos, like and subscribe, share this video amongst your friends. If you have other series in mind you like us at Okteto to talk about, maybe a Golang web application, who knows, we might do that next, nobody knows. But if you have something you feel we should talk about, please reach out to me in our Slack channel. I can also, message me on Twitter. Thank you very much if you watched this video. See you in the next one.